This is one of the basic quilling shapes, an open coil, or you might also see it called a scroll. I'll demonstrate how to make it first with the slotted tool and lighter weight, more traditional quilling paper, and then again with different paper strips that are wider and heavier weight using the needle tool. Start by placing the paper strip into the slot of the tool, slide the tool to the end of the paper strip and start to roll it. It doesn't matter if you roll it toward yourself or away from yourself, whichever is easier for you. For some quilling shapes you'll roll the whole strip, but for this one you'll stop after a few turns depending on how big you want your coil to be. Push it off the tool and it will at first look like this. This video is geared towards my digital pattern, so in most cases you'll have a reference image that you're working with. Bring the piece over to the reference image, and first of all, you don't need all this paper, it's just going to be in the way, so give it a rough measurement and cut off the paper that you don't need. Just be sure to leave yourself more than you think you'll need so it doesn't get too short, but it's easier without all of that excess paper. Open up the coil a little bit with either your fingers or by running the paper between your finger and the outside of your tool. Just open it a little bit. You don't want to completely unroll the center and lose it all together. And then re-roll it with your fingers, which will make it a little bit looser. Keep playing with it by unrolling and re-rolling. It may seem a little bit like, why are you doing all this back and forth? But it takes some playing with to get the coil right. You want a tight center that gets a little looser as it goes out. You can keep using just your fingers or the outside of your slotted tool, but I think the best tool for this purpose is the needle tool. Just run the paper between your finger and the tool to open it up and then re-roll it with your fingers. Again, be sure to keep the center tight, don't unravel the whole thing, and then just keep adjusting and playing with it until it just about matches the reference image. Like with all of my designs, you don't have to match the reference image exactly, it's just kind of a jumping off point, but this is just a good place to get started and keep re-rolling the shape until it looks just about like the reference image. Depending on the design, you might need to really curve the tail of it like this in the rainbow heart that almost makes like a circle. Many coils will be less curved at the end, just follow the reference image. You'll see here in a second with the maple leaf that the coils are a lot less curved than this. There's also a variation on this one that has the tail flicking out in the opposite direction. I kind of differentiate there by referring to this one as a C-shaped open coil and this one as an S-shape. You'll see that both the C-shape and S-shape are in this pattern. You can see how this coil is like an S shape and then this one is a C shape and they just kind of nestle into each other. You'll also see how the coil on this pattern is much longer and less rounded than the first one that I showed in the heart design. I'm just using my fingers to flatten out the tail and to adjust it to match the image. And then to get that S shape, just flip it over and just curve the tail in the opposite direction. You can use your fingers or your tool. Check it back against your reference image and adjust it as needed. You might need to trim off some paper or keep curving it, opening it, and re-rolling it. And now we'll show it with different paper. This paper is wider at a 1/2 inch and it's also cut from cardstock, so it's a heavier weight. This is less traditional, but it's the paper that I use because I like the bold, chunky results that you get like in this heart. The paper is too thick to fit in the slotted tool, and even if it could, it's not long enough for the wide paper. So for this paper, I'll need to use the needle tool, which can be used for any width and weight of paper. With heavier paper, I start by softening the paper by running it between my finger and my tool. This makes it easier to work with and starts it curling in the right direction. Place the tool at the end of the strip of the paper and start to curl the paper around the tool. I usually just kind of back the paper onto the tool and then start to curl around it. This time, instead of turning the tool stays still and your other hand curls the paper around it. After a few turns, you'll see that it's hard to keep the paper in line, so I find it easier to slip it off the tool and use my fingers to curl the rest. I just use the tool to start it, and then I use my fingers for the rest of it. To shape it from here, it's the same as the first example that I showed. Keep opening it and re-rolling it looser until you have a tight center coil that gets wider as it opens up. Use the reference image to keep shaping it. Same as before, you'll want to cut off any excess paper so that it's not in your way while you're making your shape. So that's your general open coil shape. Again, if you want the tail going in the opposite direction to make an S shape, just flip it over and use your tool to shape the coil in the opposite direction. Here it is again, adjusting it and shaping it for the coils on this pattern, which are much thinner and longer as opposed to the rounded out coils on the heart. You can use any kind of paper that you want, though I typically use heavier paper cut to wider strips than most traditional quilling paper. I just personally like the big, bold look to it, and I find that heavier paper holds its shape better. But I will say that's not traditional for most people. Most people find it harder to work with, especially to curl like this. This option is a little unconventional, so use whatever paper and tool that you'd like. I just like to show options. Alright, that's all there is to the open coil. As always, drop a comment or email hello@thequillingedge.com for any assistance. Have fun and happy quilling!